Hello, everyone. How are you? I'm so excited because guess what? The yearly watercolor sale is on, and there are already some great deals up on the site. They haven't even announced it yet. So I thought I would jump up on here, as I always promise, and show you what I've been doing with Mission Gold and also answer some questions about watercolor and show you some of the great sales that are happening on Jackson's. So what you see here right now is that swatching book that I ordered online, and actually it's working out pretty well. Surprisingly, I don't know how they managed it, but they actually put on some pretty good paper. It's real smooth paper, but it is standing up to my layers and my beating up, and I really have beaten it up over the course of the day. I'm restocking my Magello, and I wanted you to see just why I actually like Magello so much, because I know a lot of you ask me, why don't I like Winsor Newton better? And, some of Winsor Newton is a little sticky. Some of it is kind of like especially in the blues or like the opaques, it feels like so gummy to me. So it's not all really light, bright, and transparent. And so they used to be a lot better than they are now. I'm not gonna lie, they were better, but I don't like them as an entire brand at all. And I think that there are some colors that are good, but there are also some colors that I just don't even want to mess with. So I find that Mission Gold is my answer to Winsor Newton, and I feel like it's better priced for what you get. And being that it's on sale right now, why not try Mission Gold? So here's the thing that I like about Mission Gold, and I'm going to talk about Core and some of the other brands that are on sale as well. But Mission Gold, if you notice, I can do insane layering. So see the layers? So this is the lightest of the shade, moving all the way to the darkest of the shade. And I'm even going to go darker like right now while you're here with me. And I'll show you, like, for instance, this dioxine violet. I mean, it hasn't even begun to sing yet because it actually goes so dark. So in mass tone, it is even darker than you see here. And over the course of the day, after work and stuff, I come for little breaks and I'll do like one wash and I'll let everything dry. And then I'll do another wash and then I'll let that all dry. So look at how powerful that color is. It just completely changed my water, but it is so beautiful. And it goes to like mass tone, but you also get these lovely, lovely light washes and layers. And that's one of the things that I love about Mission Gold. So when I recommend Mission Gold, there's a reason, because it's a lovely paint. So like if I were to just take, this is really cheap paper. Now, a lot of you ask me about paper, and it's hard to paint on paper, because it doesn't sink in. I think this is Canson. Yeah, this is Canson XL paper. So this is like as cheap as it gets. And Mission Gold handles this paper so well. You just go back and forth, let it sink into whatever it's going to do, and you'll get a really nice even wash. I can't really do that with a lot of the other watercolors. And then if you just rinse your brush out, you can actually go lighter and then just go back and forth, and you will get a really beautiful even wash, just like that. So see, it's got transparency. It's very finely ground watercolor. They're from Korea, and they're professional watercolors. I have never had any of them fade. I have watercolors up on my walls in really bright rooms, and they're just as bright as when I first started them. So I really love doing paintings with them. They're very fun to paint with because the color range is so bright and they're all so interesting. There's no special bells or whistles on them. Like you're not going to find granulation and things like that, like heavily granulated paints, but we have other paints for that. This is my core paint that I typically will use for layering. And what I use it with is I have on hand core paints. I have Sennelier paints. So whatever I don't have in this line, I can pick up in the other lines. And so let me show you how I have it laid out. So of course, this is my messy palette, right? This is all Mission Gold. So you can actually buy this crazy set, just this set of Mission Gold. And really, you get a palette and everything. It's all you need. It's really awesome, right? Totally, totally worth the money. The paints are amazing and they're tubes. One thing I will say though, and I forgot about this because I've been filling paint with schmincke lately and I haven't been pouring these. The Mission Gold, the M Gram, the White Knights, all the ones that are like heavy honey that are really wet. Oh my goodness. Can I just tell you? Wait 1 second. So when I poured them, I forgot not to put them all the way to the top because what happens is it's too much, right? Some of them will crack because of the shrinkage and the heavy content. These are heavy paints, even though they're so light and transparent, but they are really heavy paints. And what happens is if you let them swell, they don't dry fast. They only dry faster if you fill them up a quarter of the way, make it nice and level, and then let them dry for a few days or a week, and then do it again. Because, and I had forgotten, so I literally got this everywhere. So if I had to do it all over again, and hopefully next time I re-pour, I will remember this. Don't fill them up all the way. Fill them to like this one, which is just like less than half. Smooth it out just with like a flat brush. So you would just take your flat brush, or I would say flat brush because you're in there, or just a little tiny brush and like add a tiny little bit of water and go back and forth. Do you know what I mean? So literally like this one, you would just smooth over the top just like that and get a nice smooth finish and then let it dry. If I had to do it all over again, why did I not remember that? So I just recently poured Quar, I poured Mission Gold, I poured the White Knights, I poured some Sennelier, which I have more on the way coming. I poured Mary Blue. They were all the same. I got stuff on my fingers and I couldn't get it off. I literally was running to the bathroom like every 2 seconds and scrubbing everything off of my hands so that I wouldn't get it everywhere. Because, of course, once you get like a blue or a purple, like I have a whole new relationship with purple right now because it has gotten on everything. Seriously. It just loves me. It's like a magnet. So anyway, see how lovely these are? Let's look at the peacock because the peacock one is really super, super pretty. One of my watercolor students got this set the other day and they said, oh my God, the peacock. And I'm like, yeah, it is. It's like a turquoise. It's almost like phthalo blue mixed with phthalo green. It is so, so pretty. Isn't it beautiful? And it just layers from this really, really light blue, like a light aqua blue, all the way to this really dark peacock color, and I just love it. Cobalt turquoise hue is also another gorgeous one. Now, as far as suggestions, I know I showed you the palette one, but the ones you would only order the palette one time probably to get the palette and get those colors. But after that, I suggest one of the best ways to get this is get the Pure Pigment set. The Pure Pigment set has things in it like Quin Permanent Magenta, which is the prettiest pink on earth. I mean, literally, this lined up to Sennelier, lined up to 5 other brands. There will be no other better pink than this pink. It goes from this gorgeous kind of blue pinky shade for like Feenies and beautiful florals to this dark Quin Permanent Magenta, and it doesn't go powdery, and it's gorgeous, like gorgeous 100% of the time. It doesn't shift violet like a lot of them will start out pink and then they'll shift very violet. Like Rose Madder, it starts out that really pretty pink, right? And you get all these beautiful shades of pink, and then it shifts a little more deep, but that's good for shadows. You know what I mean? So you can see the range, the way I do the colors, you can see how beautiful this actually is. It really is. Red Violet is also another one that is just gorgeous. Now, red violet is in the palette set. So you only get the red violet in the palette set. And that's why I say the best way to invest in these is to get the palette first. So you always have the palette, and then fill the palette with the colors that you like the best after you do a color chart, and then get the pure pigment set, because you'll get similar but different colors. So like for instance, Crimson Lake is also in the palette set, and this is absolutely beautiful. Crimson Lake is more on the violet side, PR202, but look at the range of colors. So, so pretty, right? And another one that I really love is the cerulean. Now, the cerulean in Mission Gold is different than cerulean elsewhere. The cerulean in Mission Gold is actually their phthalo blue 15-3. But it is so nice. Like, I have cerulean in all the other brands. This one is my favorite phthalo blue. Sorry, I called it cerulean because that's what they call it. But this is my favorite blue because it's usually they're not different in any brands. But this one, I swear I get deeper purples. I get really beautiful purples, and I get a darker kind of like really intense blue. So they have done something really right here. And the ultramarine deep that is also in the palette set. Now, cerulean is in both sets, so you get it twice. In the palette set, the ultramarine deep is lovely. It is so lovely. One of my favorites as well. I do like the ultramarine light, but the ultramarine deep has more, I would say I like the color shift of it, and I like the granulation. It's slightly granulated. Not too much though, because I have other paints that are way more granulated. So can you see the texture in the ultramarine deep maybe? Hopefully. Hopefully. I don't know if you can see it. These are so bright. They're so bright. Crazy, right? Okay, so that's part of this set. I can show you the other side, but I can't set it down. This is the greens that come in the set. So the cobalt green deep is beautiful, really beautiful. That comes in the pure pigment set. It's pure pigment, meaning that the ones in the pure pigment only have one pigment. So that's all pigment, cobalt green deep. Viridian is the nicest, re-wetting Viridian. Literally, you know how when you get Viridian, you only get this usually, you can't get the deep. This one has a deep PG7. So like there's actually that really, really intense Viridian. So this is great for mixes. That comes in both sets, in the pure pigment and the palette set. Van Dyke green is a gorgeous forest green. You can mix a little Viridian in it to lean it more into that Viridian green. You can mix a little cobalt green in it and lean it more to the blue side. The bamboo green is lovely. It's like a really bright Kelly green. There's a gorgeous Hooker's green, an olive green. Both of these are in the palette set. There is a raw umber, Van Dyke brown, light red, and a yellow ochre. Those are in the palette set. The yellow ochre number 2, which is a thicker ochre. So this is a more opaque one, comes in the pure pigment set. This one is a very transparent ochre. So getting both of those sets gives you that range of those really beautiful, like a really transparent yellow ochre and then more granulated yellow ochre. The green gold goes to this lovely sunflower yellow, and that is in the pure pigment set. One from the palette is the green yellow, which also goes to a beautiful yellow, but more green leaning. The yellow green color is so pretty. That's in the palette set. And then there's some various like lovely earth tones that will just blow your mind at the transparency that they have, but still the vivid, gorgeous, and ability to go bold, right? Like I can still go darker on this burnt sienna. Sepia, of course, is a nice one. There is a black too, and a white, and then sap green. This sap green is lovely. It's got a really nice tone in the very light shade and the deep shade as well. So that's the Mission Gold. So let's go shopping. Let's go look at what's going on with their sale and just see what it's all about, shall we? Okay. Can you see this? Yes. Okay. So this is the Jackson's website. if you wouldn't mind, please use my affiliate link so that we can go shopping together, because that's how we do our giveaways. And if you do use the affiliate link, please go to the giveaway page, which is our Facebook group page, and tell me or message me, or even leave it on the comment section, that you have shopped using the affiliate link. So I'll just look it up, and for every item you buy, you're going to get a raffle ticket towards winning a prize on the 30th of July. So at the end of this month, I think it's the 30th, right? 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest of 31. Okay, so it's 31. So at the end of the month, I'm going to give somebody a prize, and what it will be is a portion of the affiliate income that comes from this. So if we have enough to buy you a set of watercolor, I will buy you a set of watercolor on Jackson's and send it to your house. I am really good about this stuff. I will seriously want to shop with you. So it'll be fun. So please do use the affiliate links for the channel, because that is how we raise the funds to give away goodies. All right. So of course, I love schmincke. Schmincke is on sale. This is a really good deal. They're almost 50% off. It's really nice. Schmincke, you can't go wrong with. They have a wide range of colors. It is it's actually my number one brand, because the consistency, how it has beautiful granulating colors, as well as clear, bold, crisp, vivid colors. I never have an uneven wash. I never have a color come out of a tube that I don't love. So I can full-heartedly tell you that this is my number one brand, and they never disappoint me. They are not actually the most expensive one either. I do love, love, love all of their granulating shades. They're so beautiful, really are. So if you can pink, like Tundra Pink on sale, get a Potter's Pink so you can mix some of your own granulation. All of the Tundras I love, all of the Galaxy I love, all of the Glacier I love. Those ones, yeah, Deep Sea, all the Deep Sea ones, those are beautiful. Can't go wrong. They have a lovely range of greens. Some of my favorite greens are Hooker's Green. I love Cobalt Green Dark. I love Chromium Oxide Green, is really beautiful. They have a nice Viridian, but not as nice as the Mission Gold. It's a good Viridian, but that's not what they're known for. They're really, really known for granulation and clarity and vivid colors that you can layer well. So things that you might not be able to find in other brands, you will find here. So I would definitely look through like Manganese Violet. Potter's Pink is excellent. Things that, might be tricky with other brands. Purple Magenta, quinacridons. Any of the quinacridons are brilliant and gorgeous here. None of them go to powder, and none of them are like streaky, horrible ones. So enough about schmincke. The next brand that I recommend also is Amgram. Amgram, I just recently got acquainted with, and I do love them. Again, pour the colors with gentle pours, because it will go everywhere. And if you're messing with like the anthraquino blue, is that what it is? Any of the blues, basically any of the blues, your fingers will hate you, because you will literally be scrubbing them to get it off. They are a little bit concentrated. The colors are so vibrant that if you dip your finger in any of the reds or any of the blues or any of the greens, it's going to stay. You're going to have to scrub it off. So definitely pour gingerly and do it in layers and let them dry, maybe in air conditioning, preferably in between, which I did not do. I love the Azo Green. Is really a gorgeous color. They have a beautiful sap green. They have a really pretty Hooker's Green. I happen to like, for yellows, I like the Hansa yellow. I also love the Azo yellow. It's a beautiful yellow, but I would get either Hansa or Azo, not both, because you don't really need both of those. But what I would look at is maybe look at some sets by this company, because they make some really nice sets. And I actually got the 10-piece set, which was amazing. And it has everything in it that introduces you to the brand and allows you to paint. I do really love, though, quinacridone red. All the quinacridons here are very bright, as well as Mission Gold are. As far as the price, like for instance, quinacridone red here, you get a very big 15 ml tube for 14.14. And over at Schmincke, if you go to like quinacridone magenta, you get $14.98, so just a little bit more for a 15 ml tube. If you go to Mission Gold, I don't think it's on this page yet. Oh yeah, there it is. Significantly less money, I believe. So let's find one of my favorite colors. One of my favorite colors is, where is it? I am not seeing it on here. Oh, there it is. Permanent Magenta. Permanent Magenta, 15 mLs for $14.57. So you see how they're all about the same. Jackson's has really, really good prices on things. We can also check Amazon too and see if Amazon has any good deals going on, because sometimes they will know about these Jackson sales and they will lower the price of things on Amazon as well. So it's worth a look, and I do have an affiliate link for that too. Let's see. What else are we looking at here? So Sennelier, I just recently received an order and I have not unpacked it yet, but I'm really excited about it because they have insane reds. So you're going to be seeing some really beautiful reds. As you can see, these reds like French Vermilion, Scarlet Lacquer, Rose d'Or, Bright Red, Cadmium Red Light, Sennelier Red. They're so gorgeous. Quinacridone Red. Crimson Lake, Helio Purple is supposed to be insane. I haven't tried it yet. Carmine, of course. We love Carmine. Permanent Magenta is a beautiful violet. And there's some gorgeous blues. I do like the greens. I don't really have as many greens. I do have Phthalo Turquoise, which is my all-time favorite color of all time. Like literally, I can paint whole things in just Phthalo Turquoise and be very happy and satisfied with my life. So I would definitely get Phthalo Turquoise, let's just say. What else is here? Cenarius Blue is a really popular color. People really like it. I like it too. I think I have the Cerulean Blue and I really love it. It is very it's almost granulating, but I found that it is one of the nicer Cerulean Blues that I've ever had. And it's not like a thick, streaky Cerulean Blue. It's really pretty color, and I can use it in mixes. So we've got some good stuff going on there. Core, I don't think they started the core sale yet. This might only be coming like maybe Friday. We'll check back on the website and see if core goes on sale, unless it is on sale. Let's see. So we'll go into quinacridone red. Nope, no sale yet. $12.77 is not a bad price though, but it's 11 mLs. Keep in mind, not 15. I've heard good things about Asaro or Isaro. I'm not really sure. I hear that for the price, the value is really good. I have not tried them, but I hear that they are a wonderful paint. If you look, you only get a 7 ml tube for $7.58 though. So technically it's lower price going in, but you get a lot less paint. So it seems like it's half off, but it's actually half paint. What else have I heard? I've heard some good things about Sheehan as far as like basics, and that they have a nice range of vivid colors, but I haven't tried them. Roman Schmal's on sale. Roman Schmal is amazing and really fun to paint with. So of course, I recommend Roman Schmal. I have the wood box set. We should go check and see if their sets are on sale, because that would be insane. I mean, already if you buy a box of their watercolor, you get a really good deal for these full pans. Reducing the price significantly. And if you get the box on sale, that's even better. Things I love their Quin Gold. The Quin Gold hue actually reduces to a really bright yellow, which is cool. And you get a full pan for $5.20. In comparison, most times when you order a set on sale, you barely get each pan for $7 a pan in a set on sale. But here on Jackson's sale with Roman Schmal, you're going to pick up full pans that you can get open stock for $5.20. I mean, even if you just wanted to try the colors for $3.44, it takes a while to use a half pan. It takes a long time to use a full pan. So just for a couple dollars more, definitely worth it. Things like Mineral Violet are those standout colors that you usually see in very expensive brands. So these are kind of like the dupes for them, but they are Excellent. You will love them. A full pan is 643, where a full pan of something like Danielle Smith's Imperial Purple would be a lot more money. Another great one from this is Shadow Violet Light, a gorgeous color. It's also that you see in all of the super granulating colors, and that's a really fun one to have. Misty Morning is another one that's very popular in this brand. People love it because of the different qualities within the colors. I do love their Prussian Blue. Their Prussian Blue is a really pretty PB27, which is a single pigment Prussian blue. So for once, we have a Prussian blue without a black in it. And I really love that because you don't get the dustiness of it. Same with their indigo. They have a nice indigo, but it does have black in it. So you do get a little more dust in it, but it is still a gorgeous color. Their dioxazine violet is lovely, a pure pigment PV37 at $5.20. Quinacridone red and magenta are highly sought after colors. They're great mixing colors, and on their own, they are brilliant and beautiful. They also, as well as Sennelier, have quite a few reds, as you can see. I have almost all of the reds, and there isn't a red in here that I don't like. The Scarlet Lake leans a little more orange, and you will love it. It is brilliant in the mass tone and still brilliant in the diluted version, which is insane. So is the Pyro Red. I can't say I have heard that they use some brighteners, but they do not get in the way. They don't really change the paint in any way, and I love painting with them. I've painted some beautiful things using Quin Magenta, which is a pure pigment PR122, and a mix of like alizarin crimson added to that, PR176. I also love their Pyro Red. So PR254 is a very, very popular red for me. I have it in every single brand. And this particular Pyro Red at $5.20, you should get two because they are amazing. It is the most beautiful red and you'll fall in love with it. Another red that I think you like, if you like lighter reds, lighter shade reds that are kind of like not a blast, but like you can build them up and not get so bold that it overwhelms you. If you want a red like that, there's Cherry Quin Red that they have, and it's in the mass tone. It's just a beautiful, like citrusy red without being overwhelming or dark. It never gets dark. It's very, very like beautiful PR209. And I think that that has a lovely transparency, but in the mass tone, it's not overwhelming. You know what I mean? And the reason why I mention it is because a lot of people, they'll build up the reds in the mass tone because it will be more light fast. Well, Cherry Quinacridone Red is a high light fast rating just on its own. And even if you use it in a very, very pale way, it's probably still going to hold the color well because it's rated high. You know what I mean? Potter's Pink is lovely. I think my favorite Potter's Pink is the Schmincke Potter's Pink. That's the one they use in all the super granulating colors. But I would have to say that the Potter's Pink by Roma Schmal is up there. It's definitely up there. It's a single pigment PR233, and wow, it will give you some amazing granulation and some gorgeous color mixes. Another good one from this brand too that you don't find good ones usually are Cobalt Sea Blue. Cobalt Sea Blue is PB29, and it's really pretty. It really is. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. I'm looking for it on the color chart here. Cobalt Sea Blue, there it is. Really, really pretty. PB28, semi-opaque. And you can actually get it in mass tone. You know, like you can build this one up and it's lovely. Or you can dilute it down and it has a slight granulation. Also, they have some colors like ocean blue that comes in the wood box set. You can see a lot of different colors in this one. So it's almost like a triple pigment. It's got 3 different pigments in it, but it is really pretty. So it has phthalo turquoise in it, which is a component of ocean blue. I just think they did a great job on it. It really turned out well. And I find that a lot of their mixed colors, where I typically don't buy a lot of pigment, like not single pigment colors, their mixes are beautiful. So much like Schmincke's super granulating mixes, I really like these mixes, and they're in pans, so you don't even have to pour them, and they're cheap enough. So like, I would say it equals if you bought a tube of watercolor from like Schmincke, right? If you add it up, so a full pan on average is around $6.50. If you added how many full pans it would equal into a tube, it would probably be the same price as Schmincke, but you're like less cost going in because you can either buy a set on sale or you can buy just a bunch of colors at like $5, $6. So the overall spend is less for what you get. So it doesn't feel as expensive, but at the same time, the value really is in the tube paint, no matter what brand. It's just kind of, it's perception, right? Like all of these brands, even though they're well priced, it just means they're well priced going in. I find that some of them are well priced in the professional range, but it's just because I can get like maybe more colors for less money. All right. Enough said. Let's go back. And I'm not saying like Daniel Smith is off the charts. They are seriously overpriced. And some of them, I can't even re-wet them. Like I can't pour them into pans. I have to leave them in the tubes. Let's see. Super granulating sets are on sale. This is kind of neat. I find that if you can get a super granulating set of 5 for under $40, you're really, really good. The thing I like is that you could actually get the Tundra set for $21 on this sale. But I do recommend getting the set of 5. And you don't necessarily have to get a set of 5 in the box. Now, here's what I would do. If you were going to buy a couple of granulating sets, I recommend getting like one granulating set in the box. So say you get like the Glacier set at $70. This is a beautiful set. You can take these tubes out, put in full pans, and then get the other sets in tubes for $34 a set. And that way you get the colors that you want, and even some, you could buy them individually too, but you could fill up your little wood box with pans of these colors. Now remember, like these ones, the 5 mLs, they'll still go a long way. So you could get a lot of color on the sale for $21 per 3, which is less than $10 a tube, right? So I would try to get one wood box set, which I recommend getting the Glacier, the Deep Sea. I love those blues. Galaxy is gorgeous, and so is the Tundra. The Tundra set would be lovely. So get one of those in the wood box sets. You can use the box. It's adorable. You can fill it up with pans and then pick out like maybe the Galaxy set at 21, the Glacier set, at 21. So that way you're literally getting 3 paints, right? And I think that that is a great way to build up your Schmincke super granulating color set. Don't forget, guys, I have a granulating watercolor class too that you might want to take. It is so much fun in there, doing all kinds of things with cool granulation. So it looks like Quar is absolutely not on sale right now, but they did have a sale not too long ago. So perhaps they just kind of said no. I don't know. Well, it might still change come Friday. And remember, a lot of these things are already low stock. They will not restock during a sale. So you want to make sure that if you're going to buy some things, try and get in now before they announce the sale on Friday. So they'll be announcing it. What I really love are these Billy Shoal Sennelier sets. These come in little tins, and I think they're such a great value, especially when you get them on sale. $26 for Sennelier, and this is beautiful. In this tin, for instance, you get the titanium white to make pastels, quinacridone red, permanent magenta, blue violet, and indigo blue. All amazing, high potent colors. Add a little white to it, and you also have additional pans that you can put in the tin and make your own palette out of the tin with a mixing. Use the cover of the tin to mix in. Put like, you could fit, I'm trying to think of how many I fit in my mixing tins. Here, I'll show you because I have one right here. So let's just pull you in over here. So this is one of my Sennelier mixing tins. This was one of those tins that I bought. I actually love buying these tins. I think that they're amazing deals. And you get a tin, right? So on the top of the tin, I put some magnets on a piece of paper, and you can put, and then just tape it. You can put put some magnets in there, and then you can use this to mix in, and you actually have like the cover. And I put tape over the covers so that way they are waterproof. But look at how many pans you can fit in these tins. You can just fill it up with all kinds of colors that you like. And it's a great little tin. Now, if you put the magnet sheets on the bottom of these, so like they have these magnet sheets, you can literally put the magnets on the bottom of the pans, then this will stick to the tin and your pans will stay in place even if it turns up upside down or you want to use it like for traveling. But it's so cute because if you get also like the little travel brushes, you know, the like the Escoda travel brushes, you can fit those in here. You can fit the Tintoretto brushes. Is it Tintoretto or Tintorito? These beautiful little brushes that I love so much. You could fit those in here. I have to try and be nice to my brushes. See, so you can put a lot. So this is like actually a great little urban sketching kit. One other thing you could do with this is you can cut pieces of paper, little squares, like little postcards to put in here. And literally you can paint right in there, you know? So maybe keep an extra couple of these open so that they don't have color in them. So you can mix in them and then mix your colors in those and you can paint there. And literally you have everything in your travel kit just like that. So I really love Sennelier tins, especially for beginners, but just for everyone because you get a free travel palette. You know what I mean? I think they're really cute. I'm just kind of enamored by weird little things like that, though. The other good set that they have is the 10 ml basic color set. And this is only $30. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beautiful colors of Sennelier. That's insane, right? That's like $5 a tube. And those are big tubes. You will not run out of those. That's enough to mix yourself a whole palette full of purples, greens, everything. Kurtaki's on sale. Those are neat, but they're very opaque. Let me see. I know I've learned a lot about watercolor. The box that I have is on sale. This is the Schmincke 48 pan set. So if you want something big for your studio and you're in love with Schmincke like mine, like I am, on other sites, they're like $1,000. This is $400. It comes with the tins. It comes with brushes, a beautiful collector's box, the wood box set, and lots of watercolor. It certainly is everything you would need for, you know, you don't have to buy any more watercolor for a long time. There's some new core sets, but we won't talk about those because they're not on sale yet, but we'll talk about those when they go on sale. Roman Schmal sets are amazing. So you could get Roman Schmal sets because those are on sale. So if you have no introduction to Roman Schmal, this one is under $200. So the normal price is $269. I have this set and I actually filled the lid with more of their watercolors. This is all you really need. There's enough colors here between granulating and quinacridone, earth tones, and florals to really paint anything you want, as well as some really cool colors like caput mortem and chromium grain oxide. There's some gorgeous things in this set. You really won't want for anything else with this one set. So I really recommend it. It also has that beautiful ocean blue and shadow violet. So it's got like mineral violet, manganese violet, a lot of my favorite colors that I mentioned today. They're all in this one set and it's $191. But they do sell out of these quickly. So if you do want that, don't wait till Friday. Other sets that are really great deals are the smaller Roman Schmal sets. So if you just want to get your feet wet, $12 for 5 pans is amazing. And you can mix your own colors from that. I have heard that Jackson's uses the manufacturer of Sennelier and that they are very similar paints, but a little less expensive. So if you are going to get Sennelier, I have no experience with Jackson's. I use the original Sennelier. So I would recommend the Sennelier, but if you want to try some Jacksons, I've heard that they're great paints. I haven't heard that they're exceptional paints though, so I'm wondering why, but I hear that they use the same manufacturer. So maybe they're not as finely ground. Sennelier are finely ground paints, and what happens with that is you can layer them and it makes them just so brilliant and so beautiful, and they don't get like muddy, right? So as you can see, lots and lots of stuff. So I think I went over a lot of favorites that are well worth looking into. There's even a wood box set. I think this one's a little pricey though, but it does have 48 pans in it. The thing is, it's got 48 colors, but they're half pans. I think still it's way cheaper than Holbein's version. And this one comes with a mixing palette, a beautiful wood box, and it's schmincke. You know what I mean? So like literally, they're gorgeous paints. And it's a really, really nice box to have. So if you want to splurge, $282 is not bad for what you're getting in this set. It certainly is worth it. It's going to look pricey on your balance sheet. It just depends on what your studio's like. I've heard good things about Holbein. I don't actually paint with Holbein because I love Mission Gold, and I think that Mission Gold is way better value. And I just have so much fun with it that it fits me. It fits me because it's really bold and really bright. And I can tone it down or I can raise it up and I don't get any muted colors. So I just kind of call it a day after Mission Gold. I don't really play a lot with Holbein or Kuretake or any of the other ones because they're either too opaque for me or they just don't bring me joy. They bring me aggravation. So for me, it's schmincke, it's Mission Gold, it's Sennelier. I like Core a lot. I love a couple by Daniel Smith. There are some colors, but I have problems re-wetting them, so I don't love to put them in palettes. I kind of just keep them on hand, some of the specialty stuff. But, I don't reach for them that much, so I can't really say that I love them. I would say their quinacridone are good. Their quinacridomes are good, but Mission Gold has really bright, beautiful quinacridomes. So I don't know that I would bother with Daniel Smith. I do think they have a good mixing set, though. They have a really good beginner mixing set. So if that's on sale, that has new gamboge in it, that is a beautiful arrangement of colors. I'm looking through these to see if there's any good deals here. Don't get Sennelier Le Petit. That is the student grade, although they are just as nice. But get the professional version. I have this course that I was looking at, and it's not on sale, but honestly, it's still a really good price because this 12 set I think is more money on Amazon right now. Definitely, I think that on Amazon they're around $50 for these set of 6. I'll have to look. And right now they're $34 just on regular price without being on sale. So that's a pretty good deal. I know that this 24 set, they're out of stock, but it's $115 on Amazon. I think it was $150. So still a really good deal. Oh, there's the essential mixing set. Okay, so this is the one set by Daniel Smith I would recommend. I like all the colors in it, and they're all easy to re-wet. They have a beautiful quinacridone rose. Pyro Scarlet is gorgeous. I do use the Hansa Yellow from time to time. The new gamboge I love from this brand, so that one is a good one. Phthalo Blue is decent. It's really nice. And French Ultramarine is really nice. So at $36, $37, you can't go wrong with this set. They are tiny tubes though, really tiny. So do the math, but if you want a set of Daniel Smith that is all inclusive, it makes really good purples, has really bright colors that will be bold for florals, this is a nice set to start with. But as far as the value, you get the tins with the Sennelier, so I would rather recommend Sennelier because you get the tin and the colors are nicer and finer ground. Daniel Smith does a good job and they do a quality watercolor, but I still like the smoothness and the way that Sennelier lays down. So if it's a choice, I would rather get the Sennelier over Daniel Smith. That's just me personally. I know some people have gotten this set by Sennelier. It doesn't seem to be on sale, but it's a really good price at $87.25 for all of these colors. These have a lot of the reds, some purples and violets, and then the golds and yellows. So if you do paint florals and you like brights, oh, you're not going to get any better than this. And you can put your own pans in, and then you have enough tubes there. They're 10 mLs each. It's going to last you a long time, and it's under $100 on the purchase. So that is a really good deal. Okay, I think I've gone through a lot of them. I think I have. I think we're good. So just look through this sale. If you have any questions, certainly leave me a message. If you're watching this on YouTube, underneath my YouTube video, and I can recommend anything for you or tell you what I think about a brand. If you're stuck on colors and knowing what to put in your palette, then certainly ask me. I'm happy to help, especially if you're one of my group members or one of my students. Please don't worry about doing this on your own. Certainly come and ask me for help. I help organize people's paint all the time that I'm involved with here. So anybody ask me, I will always help you guys because I have a ton of watercolor here. So I have swatches to show you. I can lean you in directions to make it less confusing and try and get you into something that you'll be really, really happy with moving forward. All right. Well, guys, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I really did. I hope you learned something, maybe, gonna have a good time going shopping. I love to go shopping with people. So, by all means, send me a message. All right. Happy shopping. Have fun. Bye.